At businesses in San Francisco who are suffering more than any other city in the country.
Bring at least 90% of the employees back.
Absolutely, we need to be coming back 5 days a week.
Struggling small businesses, shuttered stores, and even more could close in downtown San Francisco if there is not some change. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Larry Beal.
And I'm Kristen Z. Part of building a better Bay Area includes supporting small businesses. Downtown San Francisco is struggling. Since COVID hit in 2020, a large number of businesses have closed. Many studies say as many as 50%.
Now, there were hopes that APEC would help, but many small businesses said that only hurt them more. And now those small business owners say they do have a solution. ABC 7 News reporter Leanne Melendez here now with more on what they are saying and asking for.
Well, in their minds, the solution is for people to come back to work full-time, 5 days a week in person. Because, you know, small businesses say for them, the hybrid situation where people work from home on some days and come to work in person on other days isn't cutting it. You know, they claim that City Hall hasn't done enough to push the private sector to come back. And as we found out, the largest employer in this city still has a hybrid policy.
This could well be the epicenter of San Francisco's doom loop, Folsom and 2nd Street south of Market. Don't take it from me. Ask Jeff Handy, owner of Social 303 restaurant in the shadow of this once booming neighborhood.
This building that I'm standing in front of used to have 4,000 people in it. There's 400. So you're looking at businesses in San Francisco who are suffering more than any other city in the country.
Bringing those people back into the office more than 2 to 3 days a week has been a challenge for the city, regardless of what the mayor has said in the past.
Who doesn't want to go meet with their coworkers after work and have a drink and let the traffic die down?
Apparently, thousands of people who live or work in San Francisco.
Return to work policies were not as heavily endorsed in San Francisco, so that hurt all of us, and it continues to.
The Oasis Grill next to the Embarcadero Center is a classic example. Since COVID, they have not recovered and find that the private sector has little interest in supporting small businesses. He, too, thinks the downtown recovery is achievable if people come back into the offices.
To bring at least 90% of the employees back. Because
How do you do that?
I don't know, this is maybe the mayor should do that, the government.
We asked a government official how the city plans to bring back the workforce more often than just a few days.
We are exponentially impacted by the amount of tech and public service businesses that have chosen to remain remote. And so at the end of the day...
But the city, hold on a minute, the city also has employees still working from home.
They do have the ability to stay home 2 days a week. And again, that is the decision of the mayor, ultimately the mayor.
Should that change?
I think we are in a place right now where we can go to flex schedules. We can allow people to do not necessarily 9 to 5 in some areas, but absolutely we need to be coming back 5 days a week.
Next stop, the mayor.
Will you ask city employees to come back to work 5 days a week?
So to be clear, most of our 34,000 city employees are back at work. Most of them, but I think UC City Hall is pretty much at capacity in other city buildings. Many of the folks who are maybe not at work are a lot of our technical support, but it's more than I think the latest number, and maybe I should get the latest number to give it to you, but it's a really high percentage.
City Hall eventually got back to us to report that approximately 3/4 of city staff is working in person full-time.
Since the pandemic, things have changed. And do I want everyone at work all the time? Yes, I do.
To make matters worse for these small businesses, APEC didn't deliver the kind of boom they anticipated for a number of reasons. First, there was a security zone imposed by the Secret Service.
As APEC started to step in, we anticipated a 3-day heavy closure with a little setup. It was much larger than expected. As we can all know, it really became a 10-day shutdown for the entire neighborhood.
Secondly, people were told to work from home to avoid the traffic jams and the protesters.
From Fisherman's Wharf to downtown, to Union Square, to Japantown, there's no question it was quieter throughout the city. People did heed the warning.
According to the Yerba Buena Community Benefit Center, the average revenue for small businesses near Moscone Center was down by by more than 64%. Now, many of these affected businesses are hoping the city keeps its promise of compensating them for their losses.
Now, a reminder that a resolution was passed to set aside $10 million in the event that there would be heavy losses. And as we now know, that certainly happened. You know, and bringing people back 4 to 5 days, they say, well, you know, that's more sandwiches that we can sell, more coffees. So they're really relying on that. But, you know, the city officials have told me that their fear is that if they really force city employees to come back 5 days a week, and many are, but if they force them, then they're going to lose them to the private sector.
That could be. They're competing against you. That's why it's so tough.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to force people back into the city. Thank you, Leanne.
Yeah.